What up, World? It's Mac. Tell me something so I can make it stick. Everybody, man, happy Wednesday to everybody. Man, let's do a Wednesday check-in. Hope y'all doing well. Hey, me and Zeus is doing well as well. My favorite co-host, Zeus, is doing well. Zeus, you gonna say something to the people today? No. No. Anyway, make sure y'all check me out on my Monday morning. Chats with Mac. We definitely have a great time doing those, man. I love doing those Monday morning chats. I love doing those daily inspirations. All that, man. I enjoy the whole thing. So anyway, this is gonna be the Wednesday wind down kind of vibe where we just kind of do a mid-week, and I got tons of topics and things to touch on. I just did a video about choices and consequences. Actually talked about that earlier on TikTok. I dropped some content over there. Make sure you follow me at Mantastic TV on TikTok. Make sure you follow me at Mantastic TV on Instagram. And then make sure you follow Mantastic TV everywhere. All right. Make sure y'all hitting that like button and that subscribe button and share this video out. Man, give it a great review. And please continue to support the channel. Hit that Cash App up as well. We need all the support we can get so we can continue to grow. Building work, still building our new studio. It's about to be super dope. So definitely need all the financial support from all you guys. All right, y'all. Let's talk about choices equals consequences. And this was the topic I talked about this morning. On my morning chat with Mac, where I try to give, just the young guys out there some inspiration, some game, about various things that I've seen, various things I've been through. So I'm really a huge proponent on making smart choices. Now I can't say everyone I my ass made was always smart. I was, young and at times dumb, making some foolish damn. I'm gonna say foolish. God watch over babies and fools, and I was a fool at one time. And I made a lot of decisions that came with consequences that weren't necessarily the best. So you're supposed to live and you learn, right? And now at this ripe and big age of 47, I find myself enjoying giving game back to the younger cats, to the younger men out there. Just because sometimes I think that's where our generation failed. It's not giving it back to the younger guys. And I'm gonna tell you something about this generation. These kids, they will listen. They're good kids. It's not like they don't have no they don't have no respect for their elders. They ain't got no respect for you just because you're older than them. They have respect for you because you have value. Let me explain. If you carry yourself with respect and if you give them respect, they will respect you. That I have seen firsthand. And so they're no, this generation. The problem is our generation wanted them to mimic them, and they don't respect that. Hey, they want you to be a mama. They want pops. They want that. Those elder statesmen, so to say. They don't want you to be trying to act like them. So I try to encourage the youth because I see there's definitely a huge knowledge gap, that they have, and I figure that we should be able to do a wealth of knowledge, transfer to them. We're supposed to have something to transfer, so we should do information, transfer. And they transfer knowledge to me all the time. Them guys keep me sharp on what's new, whether it's fashion, whether it's shit, music, lingo, all of that. They keep me up to date on shit, So I see great value, with the youth. I really do. So choices and consequences. Let's dive into that, today's topic on that. You can choose your choices, but you can't choose the consequence. And a lot of times we hear the word consequence, we normally think we have a negative connotation to it. Consequence, something bad. No, consequence is just an outcome. Your consequence can be good. You can have a great consequence. You make a great choice, you have a great consequence, which means just a great outcome. So when I'm talking to the young guys, I'm real and raw. I give it to them the way they can receive it. I say, hey, you choose to, to have unprotected sex with a woman. You choose to, impregnate her. You choose to, release your semen in her. You can't control the consequences of if she keeps that baby or not. You can't control the consequence if you become a father. You don't control that consequence because you gave all your control to her because that was the choice you made. So, it's the same if you choose to go sell dope, go shoot somebody, go rob somebody. You can choose to do that. A lot of people have, especially where I come from, the south side of Chicago. But they weren't ready for that consequence that their judge gave them. They wasn't ready for the consequence that, somebody came back and robbed their family, killed their family. They weren't ready for that consequence. So a lot of times people will make these choices, but they can't handle the consequences. You got to understand. For every choice you make, there is a consequence that's associated with it. Now, let's look it up. Let's go with the opposite of that. Let's go with the inverse, right? Let's say you choose to exercise, eat remotely clean, and for the most part, work out, take care of yourself. The consequence is you have a better quality of life as you age. That's just life. That's just how that works. So it doesn't matter if if you choose to stay out of trouble, mind your business, take care of yourself, do what's right. The consequence, and most times, you have a pretty smooth ride. It's not gonna have some, you're gonna have some bumps along the way, but for the most part, you're gonna get through this thing all right. Because again, you can choose your choices, but you can't choose your consequences. You choose to be in people's shit, be in people's business. Now you're gonna have the consequences of people, going off on you, causing you problems. So basically, the end of the day is choose better choices to receive a better consequence. Whatever that may be, we don't know what that is. It just depends because we make them every day. For example, with me, when I was a single father, I was, raising my boys, I had to make a choice. And I talk about this at greater length in my book. My book, Ghetto Diamond. Hey, it's on Amazon. The link is in the bio. Make sure you get a copy of it. But it's a chapter in my book that I titled, If You Make Them, You Raise Them. Meaning that if you lay down there like I did and made the choice to procreate, the consequence was I had kids. So if you make them, if I laid my ass down there, I should raise them. So here's the deal. I was faced with a situation where, the mother was going through a very volatile period, in her life. And it was, had damaging effect on my children. So at that moment, I had to make a choice. Now, there was two choices I could make. Because the first choice was the one I wanted to really make. I was like, man, I don't want to be no single father. First of all, I didn't grow up with my dad every day. I don't know really what that looks like. I'm cool with financial. I'm cool with being the weekend dad. I'm cool with, y'all coming to visit and Christmas and all that shit. Yeah, I'm signing me up for that. But y'all, I need to be here every day raising y'all. I don't even know what does that look like. So my first instinct, which would have been my choice, hey, I don't want to raise them. I'll support you, but I don't want to raise them. Okay. Well, the other choice was I'll step up, I'll raise them. Because both of them come with a consequence, right? So I chose to man up, put myself aside, be real with myself, stop being selfish. And I said, all right, fine. And I took my boys and I raised them the best way I could. They've turned out to be phenomenal young men, doing very amazing and prodigious things. And I'm extremely proud of my boys. Really proud of them. Really, really proud of them. But here is the consequence for raising those boys. When I hit rock bottom, when I hit my lowest point in my life, when I hit the lowest of the lowest in my life, guess who was there to pick me up? Them boys. Them same two boys that when I was at my lowest, they were there. When they were at their lowest, I was there for them. So the point I'm saying is that choice, that good choice, led to a good consequence for me. But let's say there's a lot of people who would have said, nah, who told me, nah, man, I don't know about that. I wouldn't want to be dealing with the baby mama. I don't want to raise no kids. I'm going to do me, player. I ain't got time for all that shit. And that's your choice. But here's the consequence. When your ass get old, and you will get old, if you keep living, that's normally how this thing works. We going to age. Can't stop that. None of us going to get out of here looking 5. You know what I mean? It ain't set up that way. When you age and you get old and you need somebody and you wonder why ain't nobody there for your ass, it's because that's the consequence to that choice. So I tell that goes to anything. All the ladies that's out there, I'm a boss B, I'm getting the bag, and I'm gonna get a husband later. I can get that on the back end, and I don't need no man and all of that jazz. Okay. That's the choice. That's the choice. You make that choice. But the consequence is when you 45 and 50, 55, and you by yourself, and holidays is going, you like, damn, I ain't got nobody sharing with, and you got all this stuff, these material things, and you realize that it don't matter, and you feeling, you desiring something of substance that you can't purchase, that nothing external can give you, but a meaningful relationship with somebody. That's the consequence of choosing yourself. And the same thing go with the fellas, with a guy. Hey man, you choose to have a great woman and you dog her out, mistreat her, abuse the situation, do her wrong, she held you down when you wasn't shit, and you got up and you shitted on her. Okay, that's your choice. But here's the consequence. Later in life, when you realize that the people that you shitted on her for didn't care for you like she did, and your punk ass end up old, lonely, frustrated because you had a good woman, but you messed it up, you can't trip because you made that choice. And that's the consequence for that choice. So that's really what today's topic is about. For anybody, for all my listeners, for young men, older men, shit, young women, older women, whoever. You can choose your choices, but you can't choose your consequences. So choices do equal consequences. There's no way around it. We all, for real, all of us. No matter how you look at it, our choices equal our consequences. I just did a video, like I said, with the young lady in Detroit, the rapper, Dank DeMoss. I believe I want to say it's the young lady's name. She was denied, a Lyft ride because she was too big for the driver. Now that's in the video, and you can go over there. I talk about it at length, but you can't get mad at nobody. That's your choice to be that size. Now I'm not knocking it. If you like it, I love it. I wouldn't recommend it because there ain't too many old people that's morbidly obese for a reason. But baby, you like it, I love it. But at the same time, that's your choice. But here's the consequence of that choice. The Lyft driver said no. I don't think he was wrong for doing that either. I don't think he was wrong. If he said 500 pounds is that's a big mama right there. They ain't no little lady. So that's the consequence for that. So you made your choice, and there are going to be restrictions and impediments that come with that lifestyle of being that size. So that's just how it goes, man, and that's real life. And I think that we getting away from sometimes this society. We too sensitive. Like we just got to tell people the fucking truth, man. Excuse me. Let's just tell the truth. You know what I mean? Let's just tell the truth. I think people need truth. We can't coddle everything and everybody. Like we've gotten away from just being honest. And listen, I've learned to be more empathetic after raising kids. You learn to be more empathetic. You learn to, I've improved my emotional intelligence. I'm not saying that. But at the same damn time, if you know damn well you that size and somebody says you too damn big to get in that car, well then, ma'am, you too damn big in that car. I would have told her no too. So hey, I guess I would have got sued too. It is what it is, or a lift. I'm sorry. It's my hey, it's at my discretion. Because if you mess up that man's car, who gonna fix it? Lyft ain't gonna fix it. She wasn't gonna fix it. So anyway, the point I'm making, guys, is that in everything that you do, make sure you choose. Make sure you choose, better choices so you can have better consequences. That's what my whole story has been about. And as I go on more lives, I'm gonna start sharing because people have questions about the book. They want me to go in greater length. But really, that chapter right there, I wrote about. If you're making me raise them, it's about choices and consequences. Actually, my whole life and your whole life, I had a choice to leave Chicago. I remember, I told my partner, I said, "Hey, man, one of my, good childhood friends." I say, "Hey, man, you need to leave the block. Hey, I'm leaving. You need to get out of here, man. These cats, whoop-de-whoop. Hey, man, them niggas they ain't your friends, man. They ain't rocking with you like that." "Nah, yeah, I hear you. I'm like, "Man, you need to leave, man. Ain't no good gonna come from this." So I made the choice to leave. And it changed my life forever. I saw the world, been all over the world, seen some amazing things, done some amazing things, met some people I never would have met staying on the south side of Chicago. Never. You know what I mean? And the consequence, man, it changed my life forever. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing. My friend, he made the choice to stay on the block. Not so much Chicago, but on that particular block with a bunch of niggas who ain't doing shit. And his consequence was end up going to jail. Unfortunately, but that was his choice. That's the consequence of that environment. And especially hanging around those gentlemen that he was hanging around, made it mean him any good. So the bottom line is, y'all, every day, evaluate your choices so you can make better consequences, so you can have better consequences. Because you can choose one, but you truly can't choose the other one. All right. So hey, y'all, keep sending me, different material to review, get my spin and my take on it, man. I enjoy doing that. I got a lot of wisdom to share. But I say again, if you're not following me on my platforms, it's simple. Mactastic TV at everywhere, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. And again, the Cash App is right there. Send me something so I can make sure it's working. Buy your boy a cigar. Y'all know I love cigars. By all means, send me a cigar, man. Send me enough money to give me a cigar. And let's keep growing this media, baby. I'm loving what I do, and I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, I'll see y'all on Friday. Going live again. I got some more topics we're going to cover, get my spin on some more things. I'm going to drop some more game. I'm just keep giving this game away. Hey, I got it. I've been through it, so I want to share it, man. And that's what it's about. Us as human beings sharing real life shit with others. Because the thing I've learned is that we always think we're the only one going through fucked up things, and we're not. There's a lot of people that are going through things similar, sometimes a lot of times worse, and they need to hear, encouragement. And so here, this is a community here, Mactastic TV. We are a community. It's a judgment-free zone. I'm big on that. We don't judge nobody. I don't judge nothing. Come as you are. Truly come as you are. All right, y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, and remember, good choices equal good consequences. Bad choices equal bad consequences. Until the next time, man. See y'all.